Hey, what's going on, y'all? Ladies, fellas, what's up? Um, I bet some of y'all may be thinking to yourselves like, when you see and hear all the stories I'm giving you about the gang stalking shit, psychological harassment shit that I was going through, still go through. Um, not as it's not as hardcore. It's not as overwhelming as it used to be. Um, Probably thinking to yourself, man, why don't you got no videos and no proof or anything like that? If you got the cell phone, the camera, you know what I'm saying? That's something that they don't want you to fucking have is proof. That's one thing they don't want you to fucking have is proof. Everything that I ever had that was proof, gone. Somehow shit was stolen, tampered with, and I was, shit happened to me. I was attacked and shit like that, in weird ways, like ways that like it's hard for me to talk about because it don't make much sense to the public. Because I was like legally almost took in the fuck like it'd be ways if I ever died it'd be like if I died of natural causes, like, oh, he had a stroke, bullshit, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? That's the kind of ways. um I could tell you some things like the only proof that I have of anything that was going on is that first video that I have, which was so key, which is why I was getting so many fucking views, and it's look back and to think that maybe like 1,000 of those views are from motherfuckers that were actually following me. It's kind of creepy, you know what I'm saying? um Nobody can ever take away the pain that I endured and the shit and the psychological trauma that I went through all that bullshit. But no one can ever take away the fact that I'm still alive and I'm still strong and I'm here to talk about it. No one can ever take that from me. They couldn't take my smile, couldn't take my emotions, they couldn't take nothing from me. Anything. Um Basically anytime I ever had proof something happened to me. You understand? Like when I made that video, that day or the next day I was attacked. I didn't go to hospital because the fucking paramedics and the cops and shit like that, they were all fucking phony. They weren't on my side at all. They didn't give a fuck what happened to me. They were looking at me like, motherfucker, I dare you to say something, type of look. And it'd be funny because there always be that one rookie on the scene. Like, I never called the cops personally, but they would always show up and make me look like I called the cops. It was some fucking, it's some fucked up shit. They tried to make me like there was some rumor going around that I snitched. Like, nigga, come the fuck on. Everybody know I ain't snitched. That's the reason why I ain't get fucking capped on fucking what street. I ain't even gonna say it. Let's just call the street Blue Town Street. Let's say I ain't get capped on that fucking street because I ain't run my fucking mouth. Somebody got upset saying like, just because you don't talk don't mean they're not gonna keep coming. I never said that. Listen to my videos. I never said that. But you go around snitching and see what happens to you. It ain't gonna be pretty. Trust me. I dare you to go around trying to call. If you're really being gang stalked and harassed like that, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Ain't no talking to nobody. Ain't nobody on your motherfucking side. And if you did tell me that a cop was on your side and he actually believed you, bullshitter. Ain't nobody on your fucking side. No one gives a fuck about you. Trust me, you gonna lose everybody. You gonna lose friends. And if you don't lose friends, you don't lose love, you gonna lose a part of that. Trust me. Through the way that you act afterwards. There's gonna be people who don't believe you, people who set you up, because there's a lot of money involved in this shit. I guarantee you some people got a cut of that shit. They gonna make you look like you crazy. And obviously, like, what do I look like having proof? If I had proof, I wouldn't be so fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, the point is to make you look fucking nuts. That's why they take, and like, every time you're doing some shit, I could tell you a story that's gonna bug your fucking mind out. And I swear, and this is so hard for me to talk about because it's so crazy, and it's so demonic, man, and just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna tell you something about magic. Magic is a key to gang stalking. It's as silly as that sounds. Magic is something. I believe in magic. If you've been gang stalked, you'll understand what I'm talking about. it's some kind of weird shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to talk about without people going, "You're fucking crazy. You're scared." I'm not, man. I had a video I took with my ex girlfriend's phone, and that shit's floating around somewhere. She probably deleted that shit because it has proof on that motherfucker. Any proof I've ever had. I was in the car making this video. It was fucking crazy. It was in a hotel, and there was undercover cops. They were the hotel people. They were the staff there. There was no real people there. I wish I could remember that guy's name. Like, let's say his name was Fred. I actually remember his name. Actually, I remember perfectly because it's one of my fucking best friends. That was his name. So let's say Freddie, right, was on to my ex girl. She was on to her. She was doing some shit that was obviously, you know what I'm saying, nothing legal. Let's just put it that fucking way. Or maybe it was legal. This is the shit that I'm still crazy about because she never got apprehended. And they were building a case on her. I went downstairs, they were talking about, yo, this is the file. Yo, they got this counts, blah, blah. It had to do something with hacking. Like I said, my computer was hacked. Everything that I ever had was hacked and tampered with, cameras, all that bullshit. Location finder to find my ass wherever the fuck I went. And there's other ways they can find you too without having location finders and GPS on your phone. Location, don't even worry about that, son. There's something over your fucking head. They got something out there. It's weird how they can fucking understand your look. I learned a lot about reflection. I learned a lot about energy through this gang stalking shit. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all really do know what I'm talking about, some of y'all. Back to that story, I was in the car because that's the only time I ever felt safe to make a video was inside of a car. I have a video out there. I have a video on YouTube that I never published. It's still on there just to keep it because I wasn't able to store it anywhere else. I can put it on my Google Drive or whatever, but that's not safe there. It's safe on my YouTube account. I was making a video. I was talking about what was going on with me. And it's always funny because every time I was doing some shit, it was like I was in a hotel, it was empty. I call it the end of the road because no one was ever out there. That was the end of the road. That was the perfect place where people got, you know what I'm saying, taken out. And I was in this hotel area. And this guy that was there, I couldn't sure if he was undercover cop. I'm pretty sure he was on my fucking side. He was with me, but they couldn't reveal that they was cops. But it was obvious they were about to fucking bust her ass. And I was making a video. Everywhere I went, I was walking that way, and he came around the other way. How'd you know I was there? You know what I'm saying? You know how that happens. Motherfuckers just show up someplace and how the fuck did you show? What are you doing here? I'm in the car making this video. It's 20 minutes long, and I swear to God, there was a lighter. Lighters were a big fucking deal, and which is not gonna make much sense to y'all, but it can be anything. It can be something, but it can be missing. Say a lighter went missing. Obviously, it won't be this big, regular big lighter, right? And ends up missing. And it would always show up months later. I was in the car doing that video, and I swear I was in the car alone. And I have it on video, man. It's still on there. If that woman was ever giving that video back, I probably deleted that shit. It was a purple lighter with these black stripes on it. I'll never forget that shit. Those lighters that have the designs on it and shit. She would always get those to fuck with my head because I'll never forget those lighters. You'll forget a purple lighter, you'll forget a green lighter. You know what I'm saying? This is a way to fuck with your head. Another way to fuck with you. But you won't forget a lighter with pictures on it. The owl. That was key. The owl lighter. It always disappeared. Every time it was lighting some shit. I remember we bought 6 lighters with pictures on it one time. And I was like, where the fuck are all your lighters at? I don't know where the lighters are at. And that was her fucking favorite word to say. I don't know. It wasn't me. No. It's never yes. It's always no. Wasn't me. I don't know. Those are her fucking favorite words. Don't get me twisted though. She's smart as fuck. Because you wouldn't be able to do the shit she did to me without being a fucking complete genius. You know what I'm saying? Out genius my ass. You know what I'm saying? I had to get smarter later on. I mean, I had to learn from that. They made me fucking, even smarter than I already was. Tried to make me stupider by fucking with my head. My head hurts now. To this day, I still get headaches, man, from that shit that happened to me. You know what I'm saying? I have a headache right now. Well, take the beanie off. No, I have a headache even with a beanie. You know what I'm saying? I have a headache regardless of what happened to me. I need to get a CAT scan. I never did. You know what I'm saying? I never been to the hospital. Hospitals traumatized me now. Like I told you, I went to a hospital. They put me in a hospital. It was a jail cell type of thing. And some shit happened to me in the hospital. Like the lady was fucking poking me and shit. Like I bled everywhere and shit was fucked up, you know? And put that shit out. When I was in the video, I was talking. At the end of the video, I swear to you, dude, I was talking and I was like going. I was like, all right, blah blah, and all of a sudden the lighter went, and it was on the little fucking armrest. It landed right on top of that, like someone was underneath it and threw it on there. The door wasn't open. I was in this car for 20 minutes, sweating like a motherfucker, and a lighter just showed up, the one that I was looking for, and I ain't seen in months, and it showed up on the thing and threw it. And I remember in the video, I was like, oh, that was weird. And I remember I was like, all right, I'm gonna close the video out now, and that was it. And it was like the fuck with my head, and it was like I was wondering why they did that, because they gave me like a piece of proof that this was happening. There was no way I could have did that. There was no special effects. I didn't have shit to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how the fuck that happened, but it happened. And that my ex was in the hotel room. She gave me the phone because I didn't have one. Because this is the third or fourth phone that was stolen and broke because of the hacking bullshit, and I was tired of it. Like everywhere I go, the camera would be watching me and shit like that. You don't even need the camera, but the whole screen gonna watch you. My phones were always, fucking phone conversation will always tap, because every time I talk to somebody, they always follow me exactly where I went. There was one time we completely tricked these motherfuckers. This chick, I'll give her that. She tricked the fuck out of these people. She said she was gonna catch the bus to come see me. She was fucking brilliant with that shit. She's like, because she knew what was going on with me. She's like, I'm gonna catch the bus to come see you. And we met up and shit. And this was for, this is a drug deal and shit at the time. And she met me up. I was gonna get some shit from her, and we met up. And in order for me to evade the motherfuckers that follow me, I told her, like, look, I got a lot of heat on me and shit like that. She's like, wow. She's like, don't worry about that. She didn't want to talk on the phone. I meet you up, and she's like, I'll drive to your location. Where's your address? And I gave her my address or whatever. Actually, she already knew. I'll just meet you behind that store over there, because that's where I met her at. And she's like, I'll catch the bus there. I changed the plans. I'll catch the bus. So she said she was going to take the car to come see me, and she said she's going to catch the bus. I was like, all right, this is cool. And all of a sudden, like, it's going to take like an hour and a half at least to catch the bus. So it wasn't unbelievable because she did catch the bus a lot. What I'm saying? She didn't have a car. And instead of catching the bus, she had called me. She's like, hey, come meet me. I'm over here, blah, blah. Come pay for the taxi. I took the taxi instead. I was like, all right, well, I was actually confused. She actually fucked with my head. I get there, and she was like, hold my hand. And this girl wasn't the most attractive woman, so I didn't want to hold her hand in front of, like, because I had a girl. I'm like, I don't hold your hand. And even though we were pretty much finished, I was with her, and I wasn't going to be unfaithful. So she was like, hold my hand. And I held her hand, and then she grabbed it and put the drugs in my hand, and she's like, pay for the cab. So I gave the money to her friend who was a cab driver. I was fucking slick. I was like, okay, all right, fuck you though now, you piece of shit, because you traded on me. You fucking you set me up and you traded sides for fucking money, just like everybody else did. Because I know you weren't playing me from the beginning, because you used to be genuine. She used to be fucking genuine, and it's something that made these motherfuckers turn on me, man. It had to be dope. What else? Would they tell him, oh, he's this person? That if you know my character, you know I'm not whatever the fuck they were saying about me. I don't know what the hell they were saying. Probably the worst shit ever. To make these motherfuckers come after me like that. And that day was really bad, man. That was a day actually where I got attacked, and I was robbed for the same thing I bought. I was robbed for those drugs, which I suffered that minor stroke. And I couldn't feel like half the side of my body. I wasn't able to walk until the next day correctly without like limping and shit like that. I could barely walk. I had no energy. It was fucked up, I could half of my brain. It was fucked up, man. And that was the same day. I had people with guns, big time drug dealers, like people in my neighborhood who was this guy who was one of the biggest dope dealers in my neighborhood. Who, what I'm saying, someone apparently was saying some shit about me because I was selling a little bit of dope, right? And because I would buy off of her and I would break it down and sell it because she had some good shit, right? Sometimes I would smoke it too. I ain't gonna lie. Clearly, what the fuck, So mainly I was trying to sell it. And it was hard for me to sell dope when they was talking on that shit and having these motherfuckers coming up with me guns, like real scary ass Mexican motherfuckers coming up to me guns tucked on the side, and everywhere I went, they would fucking follow me, and they were some scary motherfuckers, man. And I would just sit there, not even scared, not even intimidated, a little nervous because I never know when I can get fucking killed. So she was in the store with me. She's just like, I'm just like, I was like, you should leave. Because there was so many people in the store. Everywhere I went, they would all show up. Like, it could be an empty parking lot, and everybody would be there. Like, you should probably get away from me, because I was trying to protect people. That's why I never call people. Why don't you ever call me, blah, 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 because I don't want you to get in the shit that I'm in. Because once they get your number, they're going to get there after you, too. And then you're going to turn on me like everybody else did. That's why I never call people unless I call them for myself. You know what I'm saying? Even when I did that, it was somehow my shit was getting traced, or somehow someone was listening in. I couldn't do shit. So that happened, and then, like, they were going around saying, I guess if I had to guess, they were going around saying that there was a rumor saying that I ripped off a drug dealer or some bullshit like that. I'm like, what the f? So motherfuckers want to be dead. Long story short, like some pig like motherfuckers that you don't want to fuck with, like names that these motherfuckers names you like, how do you get that name? Names with like a nigga named Machete. Let's just say his name was Machete, and you don't want to fuck with that motherfucker, I don't know anybody named Machete that's not his name as an example, because these motherfuckers, I don't want to talk, you know what I'm saying? First of all, I'm not talking about these people. Even if this wasn't going on, I would never say their names regardless. But even though what happened, what happened. I'm never going to rat these motherfuckers. Half of these motherfuckers don't even know what was really going on. They were told lies. They're not the motherfuckers I'm after. It's the cops, those motherfuckers, law enforcement, and all these motherfuckers, all these people, they were the ones doing the shit to me and setting me up. And I got the shit, and I was attacked. She sent somebody to do what she did, because I almost killed that bitch that one day. And it was well deserved. I didn't feel bad about it. Still don't feel bad about it. I grabbed her, and I fucking had her against the wall, and I'm yelling, I'm fucking screaming at her in the hotel, and everyone can hear it. The dude next door was fucking hacking and jacking the fuck out of me. Wi-Fi set up right underneath there. I looked at the fucking the fire alarm, you know what I'm saying? I pulled it down, and it was a smart Wi-Fi setup. So it pulled down like that, and it had a beeping light and shit where you could see the Wi-Fi. I'm like, what the fuck? Why do they have this here? But then you got free Wi-Fi set up, and then what's that? Is that the one I pay for? That's the one I didn't hear about, motherfucker. Why is that right there? So anyway, I got hacked and jacked. They took everything. Again, I was hacked, all my shit. And every time I would try to figure out how to do it, look at the YouTube, my computer would suddenly move slow as fuck and freeze up, and I couldn't do shit, and it got me. I was at it for 8 hours. 8 hours in the hotel, because she left, because what happened was I went on my account on Google. I said, hey, you know what, I should check my Google account and see if there's any weird phones showing up on my account again. Like there always was some weird LG, Android phones, iPhones, all this shit. I don't have none of them shit, so all showing on my account. There's only should be 3 phones on there. Here we go with 5, 6, 7, and 8 phones I never owned before, and one of them was stolen from me, and it was known as an active phone. So I know who stole it. I'll get back to that in a second. So it was from the beginning of time. Did she ever love me, or was she playing me from the very beginning? That's what hurts me the most. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to know the truth to that. You understand? I don't need to know the truth to that, because that hurt enough. It wasn't all that shit that happened to me. That shit hurt the most, knowing you got set up by someone you loved and cared about. And that happened to me, and man, it's hard when I think about these things. So yeah, I got attacked that day, and then I had no one to run to. I mean, everybody was trying to take my fucking head off. I mean, I never seen so many angry people following me, cursing me out. I had guns pointed at me. I was shot at after I made that video. I was shot at. Police officers shot blanks at me. Not making this up. They didn't like me. For some reason, they would close down shops. I walked into places. As I walked in the store, like, boop, 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 boop. It would alert them that I came in the store. I'm like, who the fuck am I? And I was always trying to figure, what did I do? Did I go to sleep one day and I did some shit and I blacked out and fuck? No, I didn't do shit, but I don't know why this is happening to me, And it's really hard, to think about this shit, and that happened to me when I was attacked, by some weird terrorist type of government weapon, man. The EMF attack shit, some fucking back to the, Men in Black, like you won't remember nothing after this. That shit's real. Except it's different. It ain't about you not remembering shit. It's about that shit can kill you. Believe me if you want to. But that shit's for real. I get a headache when I talk about this shit too. It's so hard though. It's so traumatizing, you know. I called my girl from the store down the street. 'Cause I didn't have a cell phone, like, you know, I told you. They took it. Fucking pieces of shit. All the evidence I had on there, and I was recording it. And when I was recording it, it stopped because that was after the cop fucking shot his gun. I don't even know if he shot a real gun or was a blank. I'm gonna guess it was a blank because, you know, he wouldn't try to kill me because he can't just shoot at me and kill me. You can't just do that. It's to scare me and make me intimidated and see how far I can take this shit. And I was like, I swear to God, I was so tired of everything. When that cop, I walked by him and they was all staring at me and shit. They kept pointing this thing at me like that. This little, like he was tagging me or something. You know, he had this fucking thing pointing at me, and this bright ass fucking light. And I heard, bah, bah, bah. But before I did that, I remember I walked on this little sidewalk thing, and I remember I went off, and it was all these cars just going, all this activity, 10 at night, all this activity. I went up there and put my hands up just like that, and I was like, what? And I heard bang, 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 bang. And I still had my arms up. I didn't even flinch. My heart beat a little bit fast. I put my hands down. I said, what? Didn't even turn around. Was that gangster shit? Was that tough as fuck? Nah, it was a motherfucker who just had enough. I wish I could, man, hurry up and do it. Stop fucking with me. Kill me. Hurry up. Because you're wasting my goddamn time. I showed up to go see my ex because I called her from the fucking phone at the store. I was in the best store. I thought I got the stroke. No one called the cops. I mean, no one called the ambulance to get me. I had to go call them my fucking self because no one called them. Thank you so much, Mrs. Jelly Bundy. You know, I'm not gonna fucking say her name. Fucking cunt down the street. My next door neighbor, they all fucking went in the house and they knew I was gonna get attacked because at the exact time they all left the building. They all left, took the family dog, and they all left. And they set this little bomb device off in my fucking house, and I was brazen enough to get the fuck out of there before it hit me. I was feeling like I was getting stabbed with like fucking lights. It was like poking me, like it was shooting. Like, It sounds fucking nuts, doesn't it? I sound like a fucking crazy maniac saying this, but I swear to you, man, it happened. I can't make this shit up. I'm not that good. I'm making this up for views. I ain't getting that many views. The fuck? That's not even what I'm trying to be. I'm not trying to make nothing out of this besides tell you my story, man. This is the one thing that saved my life, was making that video. People were saying if it wasn't for that girl, who called my mom or whatever and tell her what was happening to me or whatever, it saved my life. Nah, man. That video that I made with my fucking balls and the heart that I have is what saved my fucking life. Because nobody had balls like I did to make that fucking video while it was happening. Those footsteps I was going on in the video and all that bullshit, they were fucking with me. That video was edited and tampered with. There was a bunch of shit going on. People would do the little things. You see the little shadows? They would go through the reflection and they would do this to my... And I can see it in my house, and they open my door and slam it. Niggas had keys and shit. They would jingle the keys, open the door and close it. And I was in bed. I used to wake up disoriented, man. I'm telling you, dog. I woke up with marks on my arm. Man, I don't know how I'm still alive. Thank you. Now I'm here to do what I'm supposed to do. Because clearly I have a lot of living to do. And I'm here for a reason. And I'm God blessed. So when you ask me what my evidence is at, man, it was stolen and tampered with. And every time I had any evidence, something happened. I got fucked up. So I stopped giving a fuck about having evidence. I stopped trying to capture whoever was doing this to me. Because it wasn't just one person. Because there's no way my ex was an army. You know what I'm saying? But motherfuckers, is a whole bunch of them. So she's not the one to point the finger. I'm never going to expose her, put a picture up. Not even do that shit. Because it's like, that's over. She can go on her way. She hasn't been fucking with me that I know of. Nothing to bother me, at least. And it's all good. Live your life. Enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go after you. I don't want revenge. I should kill that fucking cunt who did that shit to me at the fucking place that hurt me and gave me that stroke. I should kill that bitch. I thought about doing a lot of evil things to that chick. I had her phone now. I was gonna set her. Hey, what's up? It's all good. Come out in the hotel. It's all good. Fucking tired. But I ain't gonna do all that. I thought about those things. But I said, what's the point, man? Because she gonna get paid back. God don't like ugly. She gonna get hers. You got a baby girl. You got whatever. Yo, you gonna get yours though, cause what you did was evil. You did it for what, a paycheck? You did it for like what, a hit of dope? Cause I know you ain't get no real money from doing what you did, cause you stole dope from my crib. I called my girl and I said, hey, the only person I can run to. I said, look, she was the one that did that, set that whole thing up, and she was talking, felt like she was talking to God, you still alive type shit. She's like, what? Like, how are you still? I was supposed to be dead. You understand? I wasn't supposed to give that phone call. That fuck would have had one. Like, motherfucker, you're strong. That's bet she's thinking that shit. And I said, look, I need your help. I have no one else to run to, and even though this she was doing what she was doing to me, I was able to evade her easier, and I could sweet talk her into, doing what she was gonna do to me, as opposed to me being on the street. Motherfuckers was gonna take me out. So I was safe with her in the hotel rooms and shit like that, hiding out from my apartment. That's when I abandoned my apartment. Never came back after that happened. I came back one time. I got my shit. It was like some shit on Pulp Fiction. I ran up in that motherfucker real fast. I threw everything in the suitcase. I left so much shit behind, man. And I was still, even though that motherfucker who booted me out of my house pretty much, I didn't steal your shit. I had every right to steal everything in that fucking house. I left your family pictures there, but y'all stole everything from me. And I still left your shit there. Because I ain't like y'all. And I'll never be nothing like y'all pieces of shit. You can still keep what you have, but you stole everything from me. But that's okay. I'll get it back. You ain't stole nothing, not everything that I can't, get back. Material bullshit. Fuck that. Hard drive, man, music, whatever. So what? I can always make better music. It's just memories, Memories are stuck in my head. People know me. We smoked some dope and shit, right? I'm like, fuck it. What's the point? At this point, at this point, she done already was doing. I was already having a bunch of shit that was done to me that made me not be able to quit dope, because I kept trying to quit it and I kept waking up like as if I had a hangover from. Like I told you, like they were doing it to me. I was sleeping and shit, and it's like, why don't you just wake up? Trust me, man. It's not that easy. You don't understand until it happens to you. I was never gonna be able to quit because they wouldn't let me quit. So only way I was gonna quit was to get the fuck away from her. So I said, fuck it, I hit some. I ain't got nothing to live. I hope this one kills me. I don't want to die knowing this is the reason, because then it's like they get what they want. Oh, he died from doing this. He was a fucking basehead. He was a fucking dope. Nah, bullshit, man. Ain't no fucking. Look at me. Ain't no fucking. You ain't get that from me. You ain't take this from me, man. I was a skinny little motherfucker, but I got it all back now. Mental strength. Anyway, she gave me the dope that homegirl stole from me. Message. Same shit. I know when I smoke the same shit. She specifically gave that to me. I remember that shit. And I was like, damn. This reminds me of something I said. I didn't say nothing to her because she knew. I already knew she was involved. I didn't want to let her know, because if I let her know, then she's like, okay, I gotta take this motherfucker out. So I just let her know. I was like, that was cold. That was good. I ain't let her know it affected me. I kept telling her who did it to me. She kept making excuses for it. Well, she has kids and blah, blah, blah. I was like, fuck her kids. She didn't give a fuck about... She don't know what I have. She don't know what she tried to take from me. She don't give a fuck about me. She clearly don't give a fuck about her kids after she tried to do something for some fucking dope. So who the fuck is she? Why does she deserve to get a second chance? But you know what? I'll give her that. Not because she told me to, but clearly she's not on my side, because why are you defending someone who just tried to fucking take me out? Does that make any sense? Clearly you turned on me, just like everybody else. But that's all good though. I still got people out here who love me, people who care, people who, love seeing me do what I do. And I still got family, and I'm about to spend some time with that, you know what I'm saying, on Thanksgiving, man. And I'm glad to be able to, live to see that. And I will live to see that. And I'm going to live to see many Thanksgivings. And if I don't, like I said, I can die tomorrow and I'll be happy, because I made it and I'm doing okay. Shit's crazy. Back to what I was saying before I close this out. I said I was going to get back to something. My cell phone, when I first met my love, I lost my cell phone. We was only together for a couple weeks at a time, but maybe a month. I really, truly, really love this girl. I left my phone. And I lost my rent money. It was fucking weird, man. I lost my rent money. This is some weird shit. I had a check, and there was no way I can return it back. And then I went to Walmart. She's like, nothing I can do about it, and I lost it. It was like my rent money on a fucking money order. It slipped out of my fucking pocket, and the fucking fucked up ass, cold ass day. It was windy as fuck that day. That shit blew off, and who knows where the fuck. Couldn't find it anywhere. Now I couldn't find my cell phone. But I didn't care about that. I was like, I need that check, and then I was like, if I didn't get that check, I'm gonna be kicked out of my apartment, and that was like not okay with me. So, that was all the money I had, and I was freaking the fuck out. I was like, take me back, and she took me back. She's like, couldn't find it, and I didn't want to give up. She's like, you can't find it? Like, Bob, don't worry about it. I kept walking around the whole parking lot Walmart. I walked around that whole motherfucker, looking on the ground everywhere. I found that shit on the ground. It was like something that was this white, right? It looked just like this. It was black from tire marks and shit like that all over it. I found it on the ground, stuck there, flat to the fucking ground. I had to pick it up like that, and it was my money order. I was like, wow, how does that happen? I never retrieved my phone. I thought I had dropped it outside, or maybe dropped it in the car, and I was like, you know what, fuck the phone. I'm just glad I got my rent money. And I was like, if you find it in your car, because the car was real messy, and that was like a good, little thing she did, keep the car messy, so it was like, that was the excuse all the time, it was pretty smart. And so she found, she never found the phone, but I memorized her number, because I memorized it when I first met her, and I was like, it was an easy number to memorize, and I just kept it. And I called her from my friend's phone, which that led up to some other shit later on, but I'm not going to get into the whole story about that either, because everything was always something connected to each other. And I called from his phone, and I was so happy. I was like, hey, what's up? Hey, this is me. I thought, just in case you try to call me, because you call me every night. In case you ever try to call me, I can't find my phone. Did you ever see my phone on your phone? I'll look. And I called her back 2 hours later. She said she couldn't find it. And the day I was in a hotel where I got hacked, and I almost fucking, I threw her against, I was like, fucking blah, blah, blah. And then that's when I got fucked up that day. And she sent that person to do what she did to me, which I, whatever. I don't get, that's not what, that wasn't deserved for what I did. That bitch did a lot to me, clearly. Stole everything from me. That woman, that nice lady that I used to call my love, That cell phone ended up on my account. Yeah, it was never lost. She took it, stole it from me. And that's how she was able to locate and do everything she did to me, so knew all my friends and all that shit like that, Stole their pictures and everything like that, make fake Facebook accounts, so it wasn't really them, because they would always delete. I went on my Facebook account one day and they would all delete it, but then they would always add me back, and I started finding that funny after the second. I was like, why is this person re-adding me? First of all, I don't give a fuck about this person, really. They're only on my account because I knew them in high school. We don't talk. And some of these people, if you're gonna choose people, you should choose people who are my dear friends. But you couldn't choose them because you know that I wouldn't have believed it. I would have found the answer out. Like, nigga, I ain't hit you up. But these people were people I didn't give two shits about. So I'm like, why? I stopped adding people on Facebook and shit. I don't do that no more. I should just close that shit down, honestly. I don't even get on it, But that's what happened, man. And they would add me and shit like that. And one of them ended up being somebody who was fake. It was probably a fake ass account from her or whoever was doing this shit to me. And it was always like that, And they would just play with me, like maybe like, oh, I'll meet you up, blah blah, and they wouldn't be there. Oh, I tried to call you, bullshit. That still happened to me the other day too, by the way. I don't give a fuck. Waste my time. You're just wasting yours. It's hard talking about these videos, man. It's like post-traumatic stress, you know what I'm saying? But fuck all that stuff, man. You gotta be strong, and that's why, I gotta keep myself happy and find a way to keep myself happy by laughing, smiling, joking around, all those things that make things better. And I ain't sipped nothing today. I ain't smoking weed, none of that shit. That was just a long-ass cigarette that I was just smoking. I rolled up. But, I don't need this shit to make me happy. I'm happy being sober. It's beautiful being sober sometimes. I love to smoke weed, pothead till I, you know what I'm saying? All day. I love weed, man. But I don't need to force out laughter for me to have a good time either. Like I said, those pieces of shit ain't take my emotions away from me. They ain't take my brain away from me and do nothing like that. And I still got my dignity, I still got my strength, and I still got my willpower, and I still got my way to survive. Anyway. I hear music and shit playing. It's from a movie I'm watching. I was watching all the '90s movies binge today. It was kind of cool, you know what I'm saying? Watched Strap today. Watched Summertime Switch. You know, watched The Sixth Man. I was watching a bunch of shit, and that's cool. All right, so I'm gonna check out, man. Make sure to like and subscribe, man. Check out my channel. I got tons of stuff. I think like I said, when I hit 500 subscribers, I'm gonna have some ideas, and I've been thinking about them already. What I'm gonna do to build this channel and make the subscribers come faster. I'm gonna start tackling a lot of different things. You know, thinking about hitting, doing a lot of things. So it's gonna be great, man. So stick around. You know, to all the fellow TIs out there, like I said, stay strong, man, because it's gonna be okay. And just you'll get away from this shit. And the strong survive. Remember that. The will to stay alive, man. As long as you still have that and you're strong enough, then nothing can take you out. And that's just the way it is. And if they don't like that shit, they can eat up, the rest. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all take it easy out there. Be safe. Have a happy Thanksgiving, Christmas, Happy New Year's. I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna come back and say the same thing a couple more times. You know what I'm saying? So y'all take it easy out there, man. Thank you again. Couldn't be more happy. It's like, nigga, shut up and end the video. I could never know that. Okay, all right, y'all. Take it easy. I appreciate y'all again. I mean, I can only say peace out so many times. And I was like, but they ain't gonna believe you because you smiling. Nah, you better believe, man. Fuck that. Someone said they ain't gonna believe you smoking weed, nigga. Like, you want me to just sit here and be like dull and just be like this all day? No, fuck that. That's what you want. Sorry, you ain't gonna get that. Peace out, y'all.